any physical activity you do where you start to get tired, it's always worth it in the end. And this is the reward that I received, and I'm very grateful and appreciative for this place, and I don't want to leave.
Hi, I'm Amber. I snowboard instruct in Colorado, and I'm a freelance artist. But February 1st, 2023, I paused everything, and my friends and I all hopped on a plane last season to Japan to ride some of the world's best snow. When the group left, my boyfriend Gabe and I stayed for another month exploring northern Japan. We rented a camper van, which was our home and transportation, which led me to my first hut trip.
Pretty well elaborated. What has your first hut trip experience been like?
Well, it honestly exceeded my expectations. I didn't have many expectations, but I didn't really understand the point of a hut trip until I did it. I got here, and this is a really nice hut. You know, one, we're in Japan, so it's going to be nice already, but, you know, it kind of greeted us with a warm presence, like it, almost like with love. And you can tell the way it's been maintained and taken care of. The wood is stocked, the floors are clean, the bathroom is nice as as it's going to be for, you know, a pit toilet. And I really felt at home. I felt like I could just let loose, and, you know, on top of that, I earned it. We hiked about 7 miles to get here, and I was feeling it at the end. Last couple miles, my legs were dragging, but I kept telling myself, my mind can keep going. I'm not tired, just my legs are tired. And so that kind of pushed me through, and it was so worth it. It is worth it.
Everything out there on a hut trip is just more vivid, more meaningful than everyday life in the hustle and bustle of, you know, modern society and the internet age. Things just slow down a little bit. Time slows down. Things, you know, become more vivid. Dare I say, more beautiful.
Before being used for recreational purposes, huts in Japan were built for temporary use by hunters and loggers in the Edo period from 1603 to 1868. As mountaineering took off at the beginning of the 20th century, huts began to serve the needs of hikers. As more people hiked, the number of huts increased. Present day, winter hut trips are enjoyed by many backcountry tours. The concept is simple. Hike to a cabin in the woods with plenty of food and gear and enjoy the calm solitude and the fresh pow. Getting there can be difficult because of avalanche conditions, heavy pack weights, long treks, and route finding.
Where we came from, kind of side hilled, down from there up and around here. Oop. There she is. Yay. You got it, baby. Woo!
While some huts have more amenities than others, we stayed at a rather simple one in the Kitami Mountains. The Mount Piyashiri Hut is a free, well-maintained, log-style hut close to the Mount Piyashiri summit, and it's open year-round.
Just on the white gas stove.
The trail began at the bottom of Piyashiri Ski Resort in Nayoro, Hokkaido, Japan, where the Japanese military also practices, so don't be alarmed if you go.
It's just a very unique experience, you know, to embark on your own 2 feet and hike up a mountain or a pass or down a creek or whatever, and have this usually fairly difficult approach. You know, you're hiking for 3, 4, 5, 6 miles out to this remote location, and by the time you get here, you're pretty battered, you know, maybe a little cold, legs are pretty tired usually, and you go from this pretty harsh at times environment of the outdoors in the winter, and you just enter this, you know, wonderful little refuge with heat and wood fire, and you get out your food, start cooking, start having good times with friends, enjoy your beverages, and really get to enjoy the experience that you have set up for yourself, and working all that time, hiking all those miles, and it really just adds to the relaxation of being here, is working so hard to get here and enjoying the solitude and the good times with friends, usually away from the internet, and yeah, just a really unique, great experience every time I've gone to a hut.
So if you're about to go on a hut trip, or you're just curious about what it entails, I want to leave you with some tips. Number 1, don't forget to stretch and drink water to show your body some love. Always leave the hut cleaner than you found it. And of course, pack out your own trash. Research what huts are near you for important information. Sign the guest book, if there is one, as it helps with funding. And lastly, a bonus, leave something nice for the next person, be it a friendly note or prepping the wood stove. Since I was 22, I've struggled with societal norms and constructs. After following a group of hippies in 2016, I learned there's a life worth exploring, all of my own, that doesn't fit into standard societal living. The classic standards include staying stationary, working the same job for 40 years, and being married with kids by 30. None of these feel right to me. For now, I choose freedom with little restraints, like living in my vehicle to save money. This freedom led me to a hut on top of a mountain in Japan last winter. Where will it take me next? There are thousands of huts scattered across the mountains of our world. Where will they take you next?